Zhao Shang Hao. That's what I've learned this morning. My name is Mai Xingjin, or Emma McClarkin. I'm a member of European Parliament at least to the 1st of July. I am a technology champion, and I'm also a digital transformation ambassador for FinServe, and I'm pleased to see my colleagues here from China and the UK here today. It is an honour to be here in London this morning to give some opening remarks on what I'm sure is going to be a really fascinating day of discussions on artificial intelligence and UK-China collaboration. And I would like to thank the China-Britain Business Fusion organisers for welcoming me here today and for giving me the opportunity to present my perspectives from the UK on this exciting subject. And as we come together today to discuss the tremendous potential of AI, both the UK and China are redefining their positions on the world stage. The UK is raising its eyes to look beyond Europe, whilst China is seeking to transform its high economic growth into long-term sustainable growth. And both countries are looking to identify the catalysts of transformative economic growth that will modernize their economies and improve the quality of their living in societies. And at a time where the nature of work and supply chains are changing everyday lives, countries all over the world are battling to stay ahead of the curve with new emerging technologies. And as many of us are here today aware, AI is not a new technology. In fact, iterations of AI have been around since the 1950s, but the market for AI solutions is currently in a rapid revolution. And regulatory, ethical, and social responses need to keep pace with the scientific and technological developments. For instance, AI can significantly improve people's lives through better healthcare, more efficient public administration, safer transport, sustainable farming, and industry that is more competitive. And this will mean, for us, fewer traffic accidents, better use of energy and water resources, helping surgeons operate more precisely, and smart machines to minimize their environmental impact. As is the case with all emerging technological solutions, AI is not a silver bullet to solve all manner of policy problems. Nonetheless, it is undeniably having transformative potential in several policy areas. As an international trade expert within the European Parliament, I take particular interest in the role that AI can play in automating global supply chains. And my report for the Parliament's International Trade Committee, Blockchain, a Forward-Looking Trade Policy, also recognised the potential for AI in this field. For example, AI-enabled hardware can bring greater efficiency to inventory taking, or automated vehicles could be implemented as driverless warehouse cars. It is in the supply chain area that most activity in machine learning has been focused. And since the early 2000s, machine learning has been used to improve demand forecasting by relying on a series of algorithms to take historical shipment data and turn it into forecast. And more recently, demand planning applications are working to use machine learning to better incorporate competitor pricing data, store traffic by day or by week, and weather data and other factors. And AI also has significant value in its ability to handle massive volumes of data that it's generated through global supply chains, tracking goods end to end and detecting any anomalies or instances of fraud or counterfeit goods. For instance, with 3CE, they're using natural language processing and information retrieval processes to help automate goods classification processes for importing and exporting. But nonetheless, for any transformative changes to take root, it is imperative that we first get the fundamentals right. And by this, I'm referring to the human element of AI. Often the narrative can be carried away with predictions that AI will take over every aspect of life, including our cognitive functioning. However, it is a human element of AI that is critical to its implementation. A McKinsey survey found that one of the fundamental challenges to AI implementation is finding people with the correct skill set. And AI should not be an isolated element of supply chains. Instead, AI should be an integrated tool that can enhance successful relationships within supply chain teams. And it is in this spirit that I believe national governments, international institutions, and most crucially, industry itself should be working collaboratively to develop fundamental principles and guidelines that can govern future policy and foster development of strong AI ecosystems. And this, of course, starts with education and the understanding of AI and its potential amongst policymakers like myself. After all, according to PwC, AI has the potential to contribute 15 trillion to the global economy by 2030. And this tremendous potential of this technology is on a scale that has not been seen since the creation of the internet. And since it was a Briton, Sir Tim Berners-Lee, who founded the internet, this moves me on to the subject of what the UK has been doing in the AI field. The UK is already home to some of the biggest names in AI, including DeepMind, SwiftKey, and Babylon. And these companies have been at the heart of understanding the endless possibilities that AI offers across all streams of society. However, we must look to new startups and see what more that our policymakers can do to support this cutting-edge work. Like Quickies, Clio, and Mindtrace, they are examples of UK AI startups that are leading the way in a diverse, in areas as diverse as education or personal finance or autonomous vehicles. And to enable these startups to grow and lead in this industry, the UK must incorporate a sectorial approach to AI that continues to build momentum and expand the reach of AI and what it can do. And as Mike mentioned, the UK government's industrial strategy, AI and data, are one of the 4 grand challenges in which the UK can lead for many years to come. And the strategy established a ministerial working group on future regulation to identify existing regulations that need to adapt in order to support emerging technologies. And this will be supported by the Government Office for AI and the UK's Centre for Data, Ethics and Innovation. And to realise all of the social and economic benefits of AI, we need a strong partnership between business, academia and government. And the UK AI sector deal goes towards confirming a bright future for UK AI. And it articulates the government and how it sees the industry working together on skills, infrastructure, to implement a long-term strategy for AI in the UK. And moreover, it outlines a package of up to 950 million of support for this sector, including 603 million in newly allocated funding and 250 million for connected and autonomous vehicles alone. So I believe the UK has taken a measured and innovation-friendly approach to unlock the potential of AI. But utilising AI potential is not a task for a single national government. I firmly believe that we should be coming together as industry stakeholders, academia, regulators, and governments all over the world to share best practices and continue to encourage innovation. China offers a lot of scope for collaboration between regulators and policymakers to devise a fully functioning and holistic approach to the AI ecosystem. And there is so much that our 2 countries can learn from one another to achieve those win-wins for our economic and our technological development. And it is crucial that we see the opportunities presented by AI as a race to innovate and not a race to regulate. But to conclude, I do believe that China and the UK can forge a bright future for AI. Yes, I do. And do I believe that there is significant work to do between stakeholders across both countries to ensure that ethical, legal and regulatory considerations are comprehensively addressed? Absolutely, I do. And so it is in this spirit of true collaboration, building trust and partnerships, that we begin our Anglo-Chinese conference today, because I believe that together we can build a brighter future. Thank you.